What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So for today I just thought I'd talk about a hot topic that I find a lot of traders are struggling with, and that's how to minimize your losses. Because some days in the trading market you're going to be able to bang it out and you're going to be able to make a lot of money, and then just some days, weeks and even months you're going to be in positions where you're just not going to make anything at all. And if you do make something, then more often than not, you're going to give it back for a couple consecutive losses, or you may do something that you shouldn't be doing and then you end up doing it. So I thought the best way to illustrate this is to go through today's live trading trades, share them with you and give you my thought process behind them in terms of how I approach these trades and how you can apply what I'm about to teach you today in the live markets straight away. Let's roll the intro and then let's continue this. Okay, so welcome back, everybody. So today's live trading session, we took 4 trades. Well, we didn't take 4 trades, they're called 4 trades. 2 of those trades won, 1 of them lost, and 1 of them hit break even. Now, why is this relevant to you? Well, the thing is, you come to your trading on a daily basis and you have it in your mind that, guess what? After all the back testing, all the hard work and everything that I put into my trading, when I get on the charts, as long as I see a pattern or I see structure forming in a way that resembles my back testing, then if I take that trade, there's a very high chance that that trade will win. But what traders fail to forget is that there's many different variables to trading. And that doesn't just mean let's come to the charts, see a double top or a triple top and let's take that trade. It involves how the candles are closing, how the candles are forming. Has price just recently broken structure? Where is price now? Is it really trending, or is price sitting in the middle of nowhere? And these are all the things that you need to be considering as a trader. So what we'll do is we'll head over to the charts and we'll take a look at our first trade today. I'll break that down for you and then I'll share the live recording of that trade so you can see the process behind it. Let's head over to the charts. Okay, everybody, so here is pound USD. Now I have the replay mode on just to show you so that we don't, reveal anything to the right of those other trades. And this was on the 1 minute time frame. So we was looking at the structure of this market. As you can clearly see with the structure of this market, it was really pushing to the upside strong, a huge impulsive move. Now, with any impulsive move, what you have to understand is more often than not, this impulsive move will correct. So once I started to identify price coming into this key level, as you can see here to the left, this huge wick rejection was a strong sign that price was failing to break above. Now, once price is in an uptrend, what we suspect is a higher low and a continuation to make a new higher high. Now, at this stage, obviously, you can see price did not make that new higher high. Price clearly stalled, created multiple wick rejections, and then we had this really strong break to the downside. Now, it was at this moment in time that I said to myself, the market is more likely to go down than it is to go up. What I was waiting for at this stage is an indecision candle, just to show that there's a depletion in bullish sentiment. So just making sure price is not breaking above. And then I'm looking to place my sell stop to take this trade. Now, as you will see from the recording in a moment, this is exactly what happened. Price did continue to go down, but I didn't get the indecision that I needed in order to take this sell stop. And as you probably would have gathered, the market just continued to push and push and push, and then eventually obliterate, take profit. Now, could I have taken a sell stop here when price pulled back? Probably. If the market's going to go up, then I'm not going to get triggered in. And then, of course, I just cancelled the sell stop. So at this time, it was a moment of reflection for me. And these are the things that we need to consider. Do we panic? Do we jump into the trade? Do we feel regret for this? Or do we say to ourselves, well, look, Rox, yesterday you took a magical trade. You didn't expect to get the return that you did, but you did. And is there any reason for you now to be rushing into this and taking another trade? Well, no, not at all. Yesterday, I took 21R from the markets on GU. Absolutely massive trade. And at this moment in time, I could have felt regretful that I didn't take it. Could have started having FOMO. But I said to myself, no. Just relax, there will be another opportunity. So let me share the recording with you, take a look at it, tell me what you think, and you'll be able to see this play out. We'll speed it up, obviously, because of time. Okay, plans on this. If price closes below the structure strong enough, then what I'll be looking for is just for price to come back into this level here with a wick rejection, and then looking to sell stop below this level here. Oh man, not if it leaves without me. Okay, let's see how it holds this level here. If it holds this level with this bearish pressure, then I'll be looking to short below this level here regardless. If it holds it though, of course. Stop loss is going to be 3.5 pips. It'll look something like this if I can get in. Where have I placed it here? Oh, above this wick here. I'm not in this trade, by the way. As you all probably know, I couldn't get triggered. I wanted price to stay above this level to get this momentum shift. No, I don't care about the wick to the left. I've identified the momentum shift. Bullish sentiment, price creating a level, higher low formation, higher high, wick rejection at a key level, adjusted my level, and now we have the strong break close below structure. I'm just looking for the momentum shift to continue down because I've identified where the momentum is. I expect the markets to go down. So guys, as you can see, that was very unfortunate. You know, these things happen, and in your back testing you may have looked at that and said, well, it retested structure, price broke the lows, wasn't it time to get in? Well, yeah, it probably was time to get in, but if I plan to wait for a candle close and that candle doesn't close, then I'm not going to jump into that trade, because what I don't want to do is take a trade that I regret taking to then see that market go against me or trigger me in, go against me, and then stop me out. That would have stirred up more emotions, and then that in itself probably, well, not likely, but probably for the most of you out there, would have made you jump into another trade that you shouldn't have, or would have started stirring up emotions that you don't really need to be dealing with, and then things could have turned sour. So that was the first trade. We never took a win, we never took a loss, and we're still square for the day, or break even for the day. So we continue to trade, and I'll share the next trade with you, and you can see what I mean in terms of what happened with the next trade. Okay, traders, so the next trade that we had a look at today was this one here. You can see we have the trend lines drawn in already, the brick walls that I call them, and prices trading, making higher highs and higher lows at this stage. Now at this stage, what I'm waiting for is to see how this key level holds and see if we have this continuation of this momentum to the downside. But clearly we didn't, right? Price created a higher low and a higher low and failed to really, a lower high double top, and failed to make the new lower low. At this stage, you can see we had a strong break above. Now, it was at this point that I said, I'm looking to take this trade for a buying opportunity. Now, this first trade here, members did take this trade, which is completely fine. And for those that, you know, take this trade, it's up to them whether they wait for a close or not. When we're doing our live trading sessions, this is not about me telling you when to trade. This is about using the knowledge that you're learning from the academy and making an informed decision if you want to take that trade, right? So this was the same for the second example. Price broke above. What am I waiting for here? I'm just waiting for an indecision candle to get into this market, and I'm looking to then ride it to the upside, at least to some of these highs here. So I'm waiting and I'm waiting, and I'll share the recording with you in a second also, so you can take a look at this and then look what happened. Price rocketed to the upside, going for a 1 to 3 target, 3 pip stop loss, 9 pip target, and as you can clearly see here, I wasn't able to get into the trade. Take a look at the recording anyway and tell me what you think. To start pushing down and we start to see some of these breaks above these structures, then I'll be looking for a continuation to the upside. Again, if we get a nice strong break above this structure, so now we have this wick rejection here, watch how I adjust my level. Okay, I'm just adjusting my level. I want to be safe rather than sorry. So now if we get a strong break above this structure, then I'll be confident to take a trade if we get a retest continuation. So while I'm saying that, I'll set up my setup buys on my trading panel just to make sure I have my lines ready, and I'll prepare myself for this to happen. Okay. Trading session, you can clearly see there that another opportunity that I had planned to get into the trade, but because I did not get the indecision candle that I was looking for, guess what? Wasn't able to get in. Again, members did get into this trade and they hit their take profits. It's down to them how they enter the markets. It's not for me to tell them when. It's down to them to use their skill set and their craft with the knowledge that they're learning to then take these trades. But at this stage, you know, it's kind of demoralizing, especially for a trader. You know, you're sitting on a session for 2 hours, an hour and a half now, and you know, you just want to get into a trade, whether you win or not. You just want to get into a trade that you have planned, and when they do go in your direction, be proud of it. But this is trade number 2. Both went in a direction, could have been 6R up now, still at break even. And this is the stage where you as a trader need to take control of your emotions, because if you are focused about making money daily and weekly and monthly, what that will do to you is make you regret not taking those trades. When you regret something, what then happens is you start to trigger emotions, and then psychologically you question whether you're good enough to trade, whether your strategy is working, whether you should be taking different patterns as opposed to the ones that you've already back tested, etc, etc. But you know, it's at this stage that things start to spiral out of control, and what you need to be saying to yourself is this: look, even though I didn't take these 2 trades, the analysis was perfect. It was spot on. On 2 occasions, I identified when the momentum kicked in. That's a skill. That's an art. So what should your mindset should be at this stage? Well, it should be this: I know that there's tradable opportunities. I know how to pick trades. So guess what? Let me continue to wait patiently and look for my next trade. That's where we lead on to the next trade. Let's take a look at it. Okay, traders, so this was the 3rd trade. So the first 2 trades, we had 2 winners, 2 that I didn't execute, but other members did, which is really good. That's what it's about. And then the 3rd trade. So again, I identified here that the structure was making lower lows and lower highs. We had a key level here, and I was looking for price to break it. Now, once price broke this structure, what I'm looking for is an indecision candle. So as you can see here, the indecision candle has been formed. And what I'm looking to do on this trade is set a sell stop. So when the market pushes to the downside, I'm able to be triggered into this trade. Now, at this stage, because I had previously called 2 winning trades, but I didn't take them, I was very hesitant coming towards the end of the live trading session to even suggest taking this trade. But I said to myself, look, if there's a pattern, there's a process, then what I need to do is just execute. So I saw this. I wasn't convinced this was going down. I really did believe that there was a chance it would consolidate and I would get stopped out. Now that's just a trader's intuition, and that will start to develop and grow with all of you as you become more experienced in the markets and the more you execute. But at this stage anyway, I took the trade. I was humming and hawing, and I'm not saying this because this lost. I'm just saying this is how I felt, and I'll show you the recording after this so that we can obviously validate that. But as you can see, I was triggered into this market, and yeah, I mean, it lasted a while before then getting stopped out, which is unfortunate. So this would be 5 pips. Can't get into this trade yet, guys. I need this candle to close. My instincts are telling me no. I think I'll wait for one more candle back to here. If we can get back to 50%, then I will set the sell stop. If we don't, then I won't set the sell stop. I don't want to take this right now. Well, this is not what I wanted to come back and see, to be honest with you, but we're in the trade now, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, we're probably going to end up well, I'm going to probably end up losing this trade. Unless something magical happens with this bearish momentum and it continues to kick in. I think if I get a chance to see price get back down to these levels here, then I would just set a stop loss half if this doesn't obviously retrace now. Okay, that's unfortunate. Oh well, is what it is. So traders, it's at this stage that things could really turn sour. I've called 2 winning trades, and the trade that I decided to execute on, it lost. Was I discouraged? Not really, because guess what? Again, I had a good day yesterday, but I don't want to bank on yesterday's profits because every day's a new day and every day's a new process. But for me, when you have hundreds and hundreds of students watching you, you know, you want to be able to perform at the best of your ability, even though I have no control over the markets. But I did at least want that to go break even. Now that it didn't go break even, we hit stop loss. I even resigned to the stop loss before it even happened, obviously. That's probably a bad thing, but I did. Even though we hit stop loss, the mentality is not to rush into another trade. To continue to wait patiently for new momentum, new structure, and just make sure that you're following your plan. This is the hardest part of trading. This is what people don't tell you. Everybody wants to show you the Lambo lifestyle, Rolexes, all fancy houses, etc., etc. But nobody wants to talk about these things. I'm telling you now, this is real life trading, right? At this stage, it's hard, but I'm telling you guys, look, some days you're going to get big runners. Some days you're going to get your 1 to 3s. Other days you're just going to lose. And it's at this stage that you need to start managing your expectations and managing your risk. Because if you don't, then guess what? You're going to find yourself chasing the markets all day long, and then guess what's going to happen? You're going to lose more and more and more. So at this stage, we were coming to the end of the live trading session. I wanted to hold out for a minute because I saw that there was bullish momentum stepping into the market. That's when I called the final trade, and this is the break-even trade, and I'll share the recording with you as well so we can validate this. But let's head over to the charts and take a look at it. So traders, just for the final trade of the day here that I called, we saw that the market was really holding this level here. Now the idea was this, that if price broke this level, we were calling it quits. We weren't trading anymore for the day. But if price could maintain holding this key level after the break of the structure, and we have a break close with a strong bullish candle, we are going into this market. Now as you can see, the candle that we wanted to close actually closed with a wick. So I was just waiting for 1 minute candle, one more 1 minute candle to close as a bullish candle, and then entering my buy stop. But look what happened. The market rallied to the upside. Again, the third trade that I called first trade that I called 1, second I called 1, the one I took didn't play out, the one that I didn't take played out. This unfortunately did hit break even, but the point here is this: I didn't get the confirmation that I needed to take this trade, even though I believed it was going up, even though I believed it was going down, even though I believed it was going up. And yeah, I mean, this is just life, right? I guess in the live markets, if you see price reacting to a key level, you can make a decision to trail some stops here. But anyway, eventually it came back and hit break even. This is life. This is trading. Uh-oh. Look at the candles. Look at the candles. Look at the candles. Watch the explosion somewhere. Look at the explosion somewhere. Nope, I'm not in. How can I take it? I needed a candle to close above first. And then look in. And then look to take the trade. So what's the moral of the story here, guys? Well, look, If you want to minimize your losses, you have to make sure that you are focusing on working on your mentality. You have to recognize when you stir those emotions and when those emotions are about to take control of your actions. If you recognize that your emotions are being affected or your psychology is being affected or tainted, then what you need to be doing is walking away. Understand you're in this business for the long run. 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. Put things into perspective. The majority of you would like to earn your monthly salary as a trader, not working for anybody else and working from the comfort of your home. When you start chasing the markets to earn more than you deserve based on your experience, that's when things are going to go wrong. So listen, work on your mindset, work on your emotions on a daily basis, and we can talk about this one in another video. If you go through a trading session like this where you want to take a trade and it wins, you want to take another trade and it wins, you take a trade and it loses, and that affects you so much to the point that you feel you're going to do silly things, walk away. If you're able to control your emotions, then guess what? Go again. This is the thing. The results that I took, or the trades that I called today, and the results that I got today, I know for a fact are not a reflection of my future. It's just the results for today. I'll accept them and I move on. I took a 21R trade yesterday, I lose 1R today. Still 20R up for the week. But it's those trades that come about ever so often, and those are the trades that you are working towards. So for now, focus on keeping your account balance healthy, managing your risk, managing your expectations, controlling your emotions, being in control of your psychology. And when those trades come, guys and ladies, guess what? That's when you capitalize. So I hope this lesson was informative and I hope you found it useful to you. As I always say, please smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't, turn on notifications, and until next time, trust the process.